What's up, you guys? It's your girl Missy Magic, and I'm back with another episode. To my new people, hey y'all, I'm Missy Magic. To my major beauties, welcome back, y'all. So today we are back with a sit down video, okay? Some of you may know, some of you may not. 5 months ago, I left Tennessee and moved to Alabama. So that is gonna be what this video is gonna mainly be about. I'm sitting at the bar. I don't have a drink, which is cool. But I wanted to kind of, sit down and like give y'all a 5-month update. Like, how is life after moving to a new state for me? I know after 2 months of being here, I did a video. Make sure I go check that one out. And I also manifested the life that I'm living right now. Y'all can check that video out as well. But yeah, I just wanted to sit down and let y'all know how life has been for me after, moving to a new city and a new state. So before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we're gonna get straight into it. I don't want to make this video super long. However, I do want to make it as informative as possible. Just in case someone is watching my videos and they're thinking about, making that big move to a new city or a new state where they don't really know anyone. So the first thing that I want to touch on is my job. Now, I've stated this in multiple videos, but I'm gonna state it again. My job that I have right now is completely God-given. I'm doing everything that I have never done before, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be as good at my job as I am with only being 5 months in. Quick little rundown. I'm gonna tell y'all, in case y'all don't know, if this is like your first video of mine, I originally accepted this job because I prayed to God and I asked God for, Billy, be quiet. I prayed to God and I asked God for 3 signs to let me know that this is the job that I should accept. So I at first, I wasn't specific, but I was so serious about this next journey in my career. I was so serious about my next job in my career that I wanted God to be very specific. So I was very specific when I asked God to give me those signs. So I told him to give me 3 different signs, but I told him to make one of those signs a blue duck. Like, I wanted to randomly see a blue duck. So my first sign was when I was checking my email at my previous job. We used to get random emails, and it was different businesses promoting their businesses via email. So this particular company was a daycare, and like I said, I've told this story plenty of times before, but y'all might be new. This particular job was a daycare, and the daycare had the exact city and state where the job offer was. The second one was the company logo. A truck literally put right in front of my job like minutes later, and the company logo was on that truck. Now, mind you, we're in a plaza, so there are multiple businesses around us. However, I don't know why my camera stopped, but these trucks rarely stopped in front of our company. So the fact that this day, when I prayed to God and asked God to send me a sign, this truck stops in front of my job, and it has the company logo of the job that I got the job offer. What? And then the third one, God showed me blue ducks. 2 blue ducks, not just one. I was on the way home to Mississippi that following weekend, and a blue Jeep was coming towards us. It was a 2-lane highway. I'm going this way, the Jeep is coming this way, and it was 2 blue ducks sitting right there together. So that's how I knew to accept the job and that this is the job that God has for me in this season. As far as me doing everything that I don't know how to do or I've never done before, I asked for that as well. I specifically asked God, and I prayed this like sometime last year. I'm like, God, I need you to make me uncomfortable. I need something new. And God blessed me with a new city, a new state, a new man, a new job. I have all new. You know, the middle of 2023, no, not 2024, the middle of 2024 did a full 360 for me. And some of you may know the next story that I'm gonna, reiterate. I was struggling on my job. I had been there 3 months, and my manager called me into her office and basically told me that I'm not where I need to be. I took that with a grain of salt. Baby, when I tell you I got on my P's and Q's, I was dotting my I's and crossing my T's and make sure I was doing everything correctly. Because God didn't bring me this far for me to quit on myself, just because she feels like I'm not where I need to be. That's cool. Yes, that was her opinion. However, it made me realize some of what she was saying. I agree with some of the things, but some of the things to this day I don't agree with. But it also made me self-reflect. Like, okay, I see what she's saying on this. I see where she's coming from on this. So I buckled down. I got down to business because it's like, I asked God to make me uncomfortable. I asked God to bless me with these things that make me uncomfortable. Being at this job makes me uncomfortable because I'm doing all of these things that I've never done before. And if I was to sit here and tell y'all everything that I did at my job, y'all would be like, oh my God. I have a list of things that I can add to my resume. I don't plan on going anywhere. I'm telling you, I want to retire with this company. But that just goes to show that I was at a job for 2 years, and I've learned more in 5 months than I had in the whole 2 years that I was at my previous job. I thank God. So my job is going amazing, honestly. Nice team to work with, great managers. I love the company. They have different activities going on. My previous job, I just hated everything about it. And the thing about me, if I don't like something, I know from the jump. My last job, I knew from the jump that I hated it. But it was my first job out of college, so I wanted to stick it out. So I stayed at a job, 2 years and 3 months that I hated, absolutely hated, just so that I can get that experience, just so that I can add that on my resume. Because if I didn't sacrifice my happiness for those past 2 years at that previous job, I wouldn't be where I am today. And be quiet. You should have thought about that when you was barking at me. You don't talk back. So if I didn't sacrifice then, I would not be sitting right here in front of you guys and in the position that I am today. I'm making more money. I'm doing something that I didn't think I would be doing. However, it'll help me in my next roles to come. Like I said, I want to retire with this company, but I definitely want to move on up in the ladder. So that's my job. My job is going amazing. I truly thank God for blessing me with this job. And I'm grateful that I listened. I'm grateful that I was specific so that I could make the correct decision. And I'm grateful that I listened, once those signs were shown to me. I'm grateful for the confirmation because I wanted to be very careful. I didn't want to move to a whole new city and state and hate my job. I did not want that. Despite the roller coaster that I have been on with learning all of these new things, I love my job. I love what I do. And it's only up from here. It is only up from here, I promise you. Okay, the next thing I want to touch on is living with a spouse. Now, living with a spouse was never in my book for me, because I always said, okay, I want to either be engaged and married when I move in with a spouse. But I'm telling you, I'm never the type to just make a decision because it's the spur of a moment or because it's gonna benefit me or whatever the case may be. Like I don't make decisions lightly. Let me say that. So me making the decision to move to a new city and state where my man was and to move in with him, I didn't make that decision lightly. And like I said, I was praying through the entire process because I wanted to make sure that this is where I needed to be in the season. And I knew that this Alabama was for me because I was applying for jobs and looking at houses in Texas. Like, I had it in my mind that I was gonna find a job in Texas, in Dallas, Texas to be exact. I was looking at houses. I was about to start the home buying process. I was gonna do everything quietly and just pop up and move on my folks. But I was going through the process of trying to find a job, and I could not find one in Dallas at all. At all. And I started applying to Alabama. I had numerous of phone calls and interviews. Okay? So living with a spouse honestly has been amazing. I have an amazing spouse. God truly blessed me with this man. So I've been seeing like a lot of controversy on TikTok about living with a spouse, you know, before engagement or being married. I just say do what works for you and do what feels right. Don't just do it because you feel like you're in love with this man or you can see a future with this man, because it doesn't always work out like that. Yes, I feel that way about my man. Yes, I'm in love with him. Yes, I see a future with him. But you have to think more broader when it comes to living with a spouse, I feel. Like I say, go, like my good sis Lexus always said me, pray about it first, but also like go with your gut feeling. Like if your gut is telling you that this is not gonna be a good idea, then don't do it. You know, a lot of times we battle with the spirit and flesh on what we should do, and the whole time the Holy Spirit is right there telling you exactly what you should do, but you are, you know, listening to the flesh. So living with a spouse is amazing to me. I mean, I did not, like I told him, I didn't think it would be as smooth as it's going. I thought I was going to be the problem because I know how I am. I'm very meticulous when it comes to certain things, and I like things a certain way, and I didn't know how he was going to react to how I like things. I didn't know. I thought I was going to be the problem. But the thing about having a partner that looks at the both of you as a team, as one, y'all get through those things. Okay, she likes things this way, let me work on this. He likes things this way, let me work on this. Or, well, I don't like that, you don't like that. Well, let's come to an agreement. How can we do this to where we both like it, you know? It's not always gonna be easy. That's just a relationship in general, but it should not be hard. I say living with a significant other before engagement, after engagement, before marriage, when you're married, is going to be a challenge because you are in each other's space. But it shouldn't be hard. If it's hard, then I feel like that's not the right move for you. So living with a spouse has been amazing. I love my man, and he's just amazing. He is. Okay, the neighborhood that we live in. So I love the location of our house. Like I found this house for us, and we had been going, initially it was his idea to get a house because I was looking at apartments, and he was like, well, we might as well get a house because we're gonna pay cheaper or maybe the same price for our own space and more space. So I was sending him different houses like for months. Like once I started getting all those interviews, I was like, oh yeah, something is gonna come through. I'm just gonna be patient. So once I started getting all those interviews, I started sending him so many houses, and this one was one of our favorites. So the neighborhood is almost all black people, and it's so quiet, and I feel so safe in this neighborhood. I go and take Bentley walking. It's a lot of kids in this neighborhood. It's out the way. We pretty much are out in the country, and I love it. I love it. I genuinely love it. We definitely did our big one with picking this house. And some of you may have a question on if I'm renting or buying. We are definitely renting, of course, because that was the quickest, you know, with me getting my job so quick. We didn't have time to go through the home buying process. And also, me and Bae are fresh into our relationship. So, yeah, we may still, you know, see forever with each other, but, you know, we want to take it a step at a time. So we are renting, and especially with the economy looking the way it is, where these interest rates are over 6%, baby, we'll be renting for a good little minute, okay? I need me a 2.75% interest rate, somewhere around there. So that's just in case anyone was wondering. Yes, we are renting, but I love it. And if you want to see our house, baby, go ahead, check out the empty house tour where you'll see how our house looked before we started to furnish it. Friends, I have not made any friends in Alabama, but the thing about it is, y'all, I haven't made an effort to do so. And I feel like it's so hard to make friends the older that you get. But I'm going to put that on my list of goals for next year. I just want probably about 3 solid friends that I can meet in Alabama and go hang out with. They come to the house, I come to their house. Just real, genuine, strong bonds. About 3 people, that's it. And I want to be cautious as well. So I'm not rushing into friends, but I definitely want to make friends. I might even like try to find some content creator groups for the city that I'm in Alabama, to see if I can, meet up with some girls who do content just like me, and who, we can just help each other out or just make it fun, So that's definitely on the agenda, because, baby, it just be me, Bae, and Billy. So, yeah. I haven't even gotten out to truly explore the city, because 9 times out of 10, I like to be at home. Like, this is something that me and Bae can call ours for now, and I just love being in our space. So I don't go out like that. Like, even if it's out to eat. I think the last thing me and Bae did was when my mama and stepdad came up here. We went bowling, and that was August, and it's in October. But we're actually gonna go out next week. We're gonna go out to eat, try a new restaurant, and we're gonna go to the movies. So that's something else. But I'm trying to get into the swing of, getting out. Even if I just go ride around. Like, Bae, some weekends I'm here by myself because he's at work. I can go ride around so I can learn more of the city, learn where this is, learn where that is, So I want to start taking the initiative to do those things so that I can learn the city and start to love the city more than I already do. My growth as a person, you guys. So this move has been a true faith tester. And when I tell you, God has completely revealed himself. If I ever got in a season where I forgot who God was, in this season that I'm in now, he definitely reminded me exactly who he is and what he can do. And I say that it's been a faith tester. It's grown me. Let me start here. It's grown me as a person, because my faith has grown stronger than it's ever been before, in my opinion. And I say that it's been a faith tester because it's like, I've been an adult, but it's different when you're an adult in your mother's house versus an adult in your own house. And it's different from being an adult in your own house where your mother is close versus in your own house where your mother is hours away. And so I've had to learn how to re-budget, my bills, how to re-manage my money, I've learned how to shop when it comes to groceries. Like, okay, if I buy this pack of chicken breasts, I can do about 4 different meals with this, so we're gonna get this so this can last us, so we're not spending as much on groceries, because groceries is a whole nother bill within itself nowadays. So it's grown. My money management skills are at an all-time high. My money management, my budgeting is at an all-time high. Now, I had a couple of checks where I was like, okay, you shouldn't have spent your money on this, and that, but it's okay, we're gonna get it right next time. I'm a very disciplined person, and that's one of the reasons why I can do so many things in life, because I'm very financially disciplined, and that's another reason why my credit reflects the way it does. So it's truly grown me into a better woman, and just made me an adult on a different level. That's all. And I'm telling you, like, if you want to grow as a person, I feel like leaving where you are comfortable at helps you. Or just not even leaving, just doing something that makes you uncomfortable. Going into a different career field, regardless of if your degree is in that career field or not. Going out and trying to make new friends, Going out to a Bible study or going to a new church, just doing something different that takes you out of your normal and out of your comfort zone, that definitely grows you as a person, and you will realize so many things about yourself. Like, it's been amazing. It has been amazing. So, the last topic that I have is, what does the future look like for me in Alabama? I want to continuously get better at my job. I'm talking about so good to the point where I want to always have questions, but so good to the point where I'm so confident in what I'm doing that I don't have to second guess myself, you know. I want to explore the city more, you know, find different restaurants, go out, go bowling, go to movies, even if that means going alone so I can spend some alone time. Go out with Bae, you know, go try a new restaurant with Bae, you know, go have a picnic with Bae, just doing different things. I also want to find me a church home here. That's been really hard. Well, it hasn't been really hard because I haven't done much research. I've been to 2 churches since I've been here, but I want to find me a church home. But until then, I want to start back listening to sermons online. Like I told y'all, I do want to gain those 3 genuine friends. And I just see me going up from here, honestly. This has been the best decision that I have made this year. I'm not gonna lie, it's been the best decision ever. I've just grown so much, and God is continuously to open more doors for me, and everything is just getting so much better. And it's just like, how can I compare this? I don't know, it's like going on a hike. You're hiking a mountain and you're trying to make it all the way to the top. That's how I feel right now. I feel like I'm going on a hike to the highest mountain, and I'm slowly making my way to the top. And once I make it to the top, I'm gonna be unstoppable. You are not gonna be able to tell me anything. That's exactly how I can describe life for me right now. I just feel like I am moving on up in every aspect of my life. Like, it can only get better. It can only get better. So if you need some encouragement, just keep going. Just keep going, because I'm telling you, times are hard for everybody. You know, they might not show you the bad and the ugly, because you know how social media is. They only want to show you the glitz and the glamours. Don't get fooled by that glitz and glamours, baby. Everybody is going through it. Everybody has their own little storms that they go through that they do not display for the world to see. But that's it for my rant about life after moving to a new state. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next episode.